Viewers, today's topic is Bresenham's line drawing algorithm, or we can say midpoint line drawing algorithm. This is a line having the point coordinate xk, yk. The next point is xk plus 1 and yk plus 1. This is the midpoint. We take the y. Okay. This distance is d1 and this distance is d2. Okay. The coordinate of this point will be xk plus 1 yk, and the coordinate of this point will be xk plus 1 yk plus 1. This is the center point having the coordinate xk plus 1 y. This distance is d1 and this distance is d2. The difference of d1 and d2 will decide which point will be considered, either this or this. Suppose d1 is greater than d2, means this distance is increasing and this point is reaching to this point, then we will consider xk plus 1 yk plus 1. In another case, when the d2 is increasing, this distance is increasing and we are approaching to this point, and we will consider xk plus 1 yk. Okay. Now we have point xk plus 1 y on this line. This must be satisfy the line equation. The line equation will be y equals to m xk plus 1 plus b. Okay. We can give the name equation 1. In this figure, we can calculate the distance d1. What will be the d1? This distance minus this distance. This will be y minus yk. Okay. Now d2 is this distance minus this distance. This will be yk plus 1 minus y. Okay. We can calculate the d1 minus d2. What will be? d1 y minus yk and d2 minus yk minus 1 plus y. Okay. This y and this y 2y and this yk and this yk 2yk. Finally we get 2y minus yk 2yk minus 1. This is difference of d1 and d2. Put the value of y from the equation 1 in this equation. What we get? We get d1 minus d2 equals to 2 m xk plus 1 2b minus 2yk minus 1. Okay? Or we can say this m equals to slope, that is delta y upon delta x. So d1 minus d2 would be 2 into delta y upon delta x, xk plus 1 plus 2b minus 2yk minus 1. Okay? Take the LCM delta x. What we get? d1 minus d2 equals to 2 delta y xk plus 1 plus 2 delta x b minus 2 delta x yk minus delta x upon delta x. Okay? Now multiply this delta x to this term. What we get? Delta x d1 minus d2 equals to 2 delta y xk plus 1 plus 2, write this term before this, we get minus 2 delta x yk and plus 2 delta x b minus delta x. Again, open this bracket. What we get? Equals to 2 delta y xk plus 2 delta y minus 2 delta x yk plus 2 delta x b minus delta x. Okay? We can rearrange this term, or this whole term equals to pk, decision parameter at kth position. Pk would be 2 delta y xk minus 2 delta x yk plus 2 delta y and take delta x LCM plus delta x and 2b minus 1. Okay? This 2b minus 1. We can see this term is not concerned with the kth position. Okay? This will be treated as a constant term, or this term is independent to the pixel position. Then we can write pk equals to 2 delta y xk minus 2 delta x yk plus k. Next decision parameter will be pk plus 1 equals to 2 delta y xk minus 2 delta x yk plus 1 plus k. Now this can be taken equation number 2 and this is 3. Subtracting 2 minus 3, what we get? Sorry, 3 minus 2, what we get? Ek plus 1 minus pk equals to 2 delta y xk plus 1 minus 2 delta x yk plus 1 plus k minus the whole term. The sign will be changed. Minus 2 delta y xk minus, this will be plus 2 delta x yk minus k. Okay, this k will be cancelled and take this to this side. We get pk plus 1 equals to pk plus, you can rearrange the term, 2 this one and this one, 2 delta y xk plus 1 minus xk and again minus 2 delta x, this would be yk plus 1 minus yk. Okay. Now, when case first m is less than 1, in this case xk plus 1 would be xk plus 1. This is the situation when the m is less than 1. X will be treated as free variable. We set the increment single value. Okay, so we get from this equation p k plus 1 equals to p k plus 2 delta y xk plus 1 minus xk and minus 2 delta x yk plus 1 minus yk. This will be cancelled and we get finally pk plus 1 equals to pk plus 2 delta y minus 2 delta x yk plus 1 minus yk. Now we have to choose either point yk or yk plus 1 depending on the sign of pk. If pk is less than 0, it means d1 is less than d2. What we get? We are approaching to lower point. It means yk plus 1 minus yk would be equal to 0. Okay, then we get from this equation pk plus 1 equals to pk plus 2 delta y. Okay, this term will be 0. Else another condition, plus 1 minus yk would be 1. Then this term will be 1 and we get pk plus 1 equals to pk plus 2 delta y minus 2 delta x. This is the situation first and this is the situation second when the case m is less than 1. Now we take another case when the m is greater than 1. When m is greater than 1, then yk plus 1 would be equals to yk plus 1. Now we take from earlier equation when the m is greater than 1, then we get the equation pk plus 1 equals to pk plus 2 delta y xk plus 1 minus xk minus 2 delta x yk plus 1 minus yk. This y will be cancelled and we get pk plus 1 equals to pk plus 2 delta y xk plus 1 minus xk and this would be minus 2 delta x. Okay. Now I have to choose the point xk plus 1 or xk is depending on the sign of pk. If pk is less than 0, then xk plus 1 minus xk would be 0 and we get pk plus 1 equals to pk plus this would be the whole term would be 0 and we get minus 2 delta x. In another case, when this would be xk plus 1 minus xk will equals to 1 and we get, putting the value of this 1, we get pk plus 1 equals to pk plus 2 delta y minus 2 delta x. Okay. This is the another case. Okay. Now viewers, we have to calculate the first decision parameter of this situation. First decision parameter at point x0, y0. Okay. Earlier equation, when we get p0 equals to 2 delta y x0 minus 2 delta x y0 plus k. We have calculated earlier. We are just putting the value in x0 instead of x and y0 instead of y. We have calculated in earlier equation. Now, what is the value of k? p0 equals to 2 delta y x0 minus 2 delta x y0 plus 2 delta y plus delta x to be minus 1. This is the value of k we have calculated in earlier. Okay. Now, this x0 y0 point passing through this line, it must be satisfy line equation y equals to mx0 plus b, or we can say b equals to y0 minus mx0. Okay, put the value of this b in this equation, we get p0 equals to 2 delta y x0 minus 2 delta x y0 plus 2 delta y and plus delta x 2 into y0 minus mx0 minus 1. Okay? The m is the slope. Put the value of slope is equal to delta y upon delta x in this equation. What we get? This is situation when the case m is less than 1. Okay? Now we get p0 equals to 2 delta y x0 minus 2 delta x y0 plus 2 delta y plus delta x 2 into y0 minus delta y upon delta x x0 minus 1. Okay? Now simplify this equation. What we get? p0 equals to 2 delta y x0 minus 2 delta x y0 plus 2 delta y plus, taking the LCM, into delta x y0 minus, I am keeping this away now, y0 delta x y0 minus delta y x0 upon minus delta x upon delta x. Okay, now we can multiply this 2 to inner term, we get 2 delta y x0 minus 2 delta x y0 plus 2 delta y and delta x is multiplied by this term 2 delta x y0 minus 2 delta y x0 minus delta x upon delta x. This is cancelled. Open this bracket and we get we get 2 delta y x0 minus 2 delta x y0 plus 2 delta y and open this bracket plus 2 delta x y0 minus 2 delta y x0 minus delta x. Okay? Okay, viewers? Now, what we get? This term having opposite sign, it will be cancelled and we finally get 2 delta y minus delta x. Okay? When the case is less than 1. In another case, we can also say case 2, m is greater than 1, the p0 will be just opposite to this 2 delta x minus delta